Hey YouTube, Kira Twig here, bringing you guys an update to my Performapal deck profile for June 2016. This is probably one of the decks I update the most just because we get copious amounts of support for Performapals, whether it be through the pack or starter deck Yuya, which was the latest release. So bringing you guys the update to the deck with the support from that deck. So let's go ahead and get started. I run one monkey board. This has become pretty much standard. He's at 1 on the ban list, so he has search power, which is what you mostly use for him. You can complete your pendulum scale very easily with this card. Or you can go into Skullcrab Joker with him. And the effect is when he's normal summoned, you can add an Odd Eyes or a Performapal monster from your deck to your hand. And it's also a pendulum scale, which is 8. So, good scales as well. The restriction is Performapals, Odd Eyes, and Magicians only, but that's the majority of the deck, so that's easy to go off of. Plus 1 Git Turtle for draw power with the monkey board. If you set this and then set another card, you can draw a card. And 1 Shell Crab. Basically, if a Performapal monster you control is destroyed by battle, you can target 1 Performapal or Odd Eyes monster in your pendulum zone and special summon it. So an easy way to get Odd Eyes out, or even Shell Crab itself. It's got some pretty strong defense, and its ability allows you to get 300 attack for each Performapal monster you currently control until the end phase for a pendulum monster you control. So you can boost up Odd Eyes. I do run Odd Eyes in this version. It's a really well-used card with the new support. And I'm also running, I only have 1 Pendulum Sorcerer at the moment. The card's really good with its Search Power and Power Plus for Pendulum skills. But for now, I'm putting in 2 of the new Swing Cobra. I like it for the same scales. Took out the Camo Lumps. I just like Swing Cobra's direct attack and mill power from the Pendulum scale better, just because it switches to defense. It's got the strong defense, and even if you mill it over, you can just Pendulum summon it back again next turn. So it's a good substitute, in my opinion, for the Pendulum Sorcerer. So I would definitely run, this card as a substitute until you get more Pendulum Sorcerers. And I run 2 Odd Eyes Unicorn, another big 8 scale, and it also gives power when an Odd Eyes monster attacks an opponent's monster, giving power to another unit, and a life point gain effect for the monster effect. 2 more 8 scales, no restrictions for this scale as well, which is cool. And I also run 1 Odd Eyes Phoenix. It's got special summon power as well, and a boost effect with monsters by tributing it. And all 3 of these monsters are searchable by Sky Iris, which is another reason I really do like running them. Searchable scales are always nice. And I also run 2 Silverclaw, just power in the deck, 300 if it's set in the Pendulum scale, and when it attacks, it gives 300 points to all your Performapals. So 2100 on its own, and, including the other ones you might boost up as well. And I run 2 Performapal Parrot Trio. I like this card basically because you can, when it's destroyed by battle, you can special summon 1 Performapal monster from your deck except a Pendulum monster. The target in this deck is Second Donkey. You can get off his special summon effect to search and then add a Performapal monster at both of your Pendulum scales. Very easy, and the Pendulum scale allows them to bump it up to 7 if you have another Performapal in your other scale. And 2 Lizard Draw. I like this combo with Git Turtle. Set Git Turtle, set Lizard Draw, draw a card, destroy Lizard Draw, draw another card. Hopefully complete your Pendulum scale and summon out some more monsters. And the draw effect for the monster effect is also very good if you can keep Lizard Draw alive. And I also run 2 Fire Flux. This card really helps get off your OTKs just in case your opponent can't activate spell or traps when your Performapal monsters attack or Odd Eyes. And 3 Second Donkey. This is the only one I run 3 of in the deck, basically because it's just so good. Search power, very easy. All you have to do is have 2 Pendulum scales. If you normal this card, get your search, then Pendulum summon the needed Performapal monster you search, and he's also, like I said, the main target with Parrot Trio. And to wrap up the monsters, I run 2 Odd Eyes Pendulum Dragon, Sky Iris Search, also with Dramatic Theater. You can easily special summon this card out, and it also has the effect of double damage when it destroys an opponent's monster, and also search effect in the Pendulum scale. And that's it for monsters. We'll move on to spells. I run 2 Performapal Dramatic Theater. For every different monster you control with a different type, all your monsters gain 200 attack. And if you control 4 Performapals with different types, you can special summon an Odd Eyes from your deck, hand, or graveyard. So fill up your field. If you have 4 different ones, finish the show is how I like to say it, with Odd Eyes coming out. And an 800 boost to all, with the 4 you have, or even bigger, depending on, what you have on the field. Plus, I also run one Sky Iris, just one. It's an easy search because I also run one Terraforming, just so I can help, depending on what I need for the situation. Terraforming helps for that. And I also run 3 Performance Band Hurricane, just, really easy to clear your opponent's field with this card. Depending on how many Performapals you get, you bounce cards your opponent has back to their hand. And 2 Bubble Barrier, prevent battle damage with Performapals and once per turn destruction effects with this card. And I also run 1 Regeki and 1 Dark Hole, just for field clearing. You can really hit for big numbers with your Pendulum Summoning, so you want to make sure your opponent's monster board is clear if you don't have Hurricane. And for traps, 2 Performapal Call, adds Performapals by negating a direct attack and allowing your opponent's monsters attack points to let you search for Performapal monsters with defenses that equal up to 2. The only restriction is you can't special summon from the extra deck that turn, so use that as a precautionary measure when you're using this card. And 1 Pinch Helper just for extra special summon plays from direct attacks and negating battle damage once by sending the card. And 1 Solemn Warning, 1 Vanities, and 1 Bottomless to finish up the trap lineup. And for the extra deck, I run 2 Beast Eyes Pendulum Dragons. It's very easy to make this card. You just need Odd Eyes or a Dark Dragon type and 1 Beast type monster. So, Silver Claw or any other Beast types you have. And I also run 1 Ragnazero, 1 101, 1 Abyss Dweller, 1 Utopia, 1 Magister, 1 Heartland Draco, 1 Castell, 1 Utopia, 1 Black Ship of Corn, 1 Pap, 1 Dark Rebellion, 1 Karen Gorgon, and 1 Daigusto Emerald. So yeah, that's it for the deck profile. I hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and Kira Twig out.